Money is something that everyone wants, from a beggar on the street to a billionaire in a private jet. It looks simple, just paper or numbers on a screen, but in reality, money is one of the most powerful addictions humans have ever created. Money is a language that everyone understands, from a PhD professor to an illiterate politician, from villagers to CEOs. It is money that pulled humans out of forests and placed them inside glass buildings that touch the clouds. It is money that created machines faster than the wind and cities brighter than the stars. And yet, money itself has no value. It is just paper, just metal, just digital numbers. So the real question is simple. Where did money get so much power? To understand this, we have to go back thousands of years. Before money existed, humans used the barter system. If you wanted something, you had to exchange it for something else. If you had rice and needed sugar, you had to find someone who had sugar and wanted rice at the same time. That system sounds simple, but it had serious problems. What if the sugar seller did not want rice? What if your goods were worth more or less than the other person's goods? Because of these problems, humans tried something new. They began using commodities as money, things that everyone needed. Cattle, grains, salt, tobacco, even alcohol became mediums of exchange. But this system also failed. Animals died, grains rotted, goods lost value over time, and it was almost impossible to decide what something was truly worth. Humans needed something universal, durable, and trustworthy. That is when gold and silver coins came into existence. They had value, they lasted forever, and everyone accepted them. But even this system had a problem. Gold was heavy, it was risky to carry, and theft was always a fear. So goldsmiths came up with an idea. They told people, keep your gold with us, we will keep it safe. In return, they gave people a written receipt that said, I owe you this much gold. These receipts were called IOUs. At any time, a person could return the paper and take back their gold. People loved this system. It was safer, it was easier, and slowly people stopped carrying gold and started trading only with receipts. That is when something interesting happened. The goldsmiths noticed that almost no one came back to take their gold. Everyone trusted the paper. The receipt itself had become money. And once humans realized that trust alone was enough, greed entered the system. Goldsmiths started printing more receipts than the gold they actually had. They created money out of thin air. That gold storage place became the world's first bank, and those receipts became the world's first paper currency. This is where the biggest legal scam in history began, and it is still running today. Now think about how modern banks work. You deposit money in a bank, the bank keeps a small portion as reserve. The rest is given out as loans. For example, you deposit 1000 rupees. The bank keeps 10%, 100 rupees. The remaining 900 rupees are loaned to someone else. You still see 1000 rupees in your account. The borrower sees 900 rupees in their account. Together, both of you now have spending power of rupees 1900. But the bank only has 1000 rupees in real cash. That extra 900 rupees was not printed. It was created digitally by typing numbers into a system. And this process does not stop there. When the borrower spends that 900 rupees, it gets deposited into another account. The bank again keeps 10% and lends out the rest. Then again and again. In this way, a deposit of rupees 1000 can turn into rupees 10,000 of virtual money. This system is called fractional reserve banking. And here is the scary part. If even 20 to 30% of people try to withdraw their money at the same time, the bank will collapse. Because the bank does not have everyone's money. Most of the money you see on your phone or computer screen does not exist physically. Globally, more than 90% of money is just digital illusion. This system is intentionally complex, so the common person never questions it. So people remain trapped inside it. Most people think currency and money are the same thing. They are not. Currency is just a medium of exchange. Money is real value. If tomorrow the government declares your currency invalid, those notes become useless paper. But the gold in your house will still have value. No government can erase real assets. That is why real things matter. Influencers will talk about digital gold, bonds, and schemes. They have their place. But real assets save lives in real crises. During emergencies, you cannot buy food by showing a certificate. But a small piece of real gold can feed a family for months. At the end of the day, money is nothing but trust. And the world survives on trust. When trust breaks, paper collapses. Only real value survives.